Don't knock the things over. If you're watching this as part of the Higurashi retrospective playlist, then this isn't required viewing. I'm just throwing this in because it sort of plays a part in stuff that might come later, but it's not important. Just, if you want to see the next episode, skip to the next video, because that'll be when it's out. But if you're watching this when this is first released, then hi, hey, hello. Ignore the scruff. I'm still scruffy. This is 2 videos in a row now where I've been scruffy. I like being scruffy, alright? This is me now. I'm a scruffy man. And I am wearing pyjamas. It's a pyjama day. It's a scruffy pyjama day. I have a story. I have a little Higurashi story to tell. You can tell I've been watching Matt Smith Doctor Who because I'm talking a lot with my hands. So the other day I met up with Ryan and Matthew from Nerdship, doing general Nerdship hijinks. But before we went to the office, we went into town and we went around there for a bit. Because at the minute I'm in the process of collecting the My Hero Academia series on DVD because DVD is cheaper. So I went to HMV. Other DVD stores are available. They're just not as bankruptable. And I went there looking for Series 2 Part 2. Didn't find it, because of course I didn't. But while I was looking for it, I happened to spy in the corner of my eye, in the anime Blu-ray section, When They Cry on Blu-ray. Series 1 on Blu-ray, and Matthew wasn't here at the time. He'd actually popped out somewhere else. So there was only Ryan there. And as soon as I spied this, I let out a rather enjoyable noise. I was freaking out. I was properly freaking out because the fact is, I haven't actually, while I own, where is it? While I obviously own Higurashi on DVD, because it's where I've been able to get the footage from, I've never seen it in a shop before. I've never seen it in any kind of shop. I got this online for Christmas as well, so I didn't even buy this. So seeing this for the first time in a shop, in a physical, touchable... That sounds wrong. In a physical shop, it's just like... It's the strangest thing, because I've obviously been a fan for about 5-6 years now, and to actually see it and hold it in my hands is one thing, but then for it to be in Blu-ray, in 1080p, super duper crisp, just... I freaked out, is the best way to explain it. I freaked out. I was like, Ryan, look what I found! And Ryan, being his usual self, was very sort of, oh, alright. That's my Ryan impression, apparently. But I was proper freaking out. I was on the floor, just going, how is this possible? How does this exist? I nearly dropped it, because I'm that excited. And then it got even better, because I found Series 2! Now here's the thing, as I mentioned in the Higurashi retrospective, Series 2 didn't get dubbed, which is why I haven't actually seen it. So now I own a copy. I can now actually watch the second half of the series, which I've never done before, and that's something I'm like, because when I finished Series 1 of the anime, I actually went to the manga. I own the final chapter of Series 1, and then I just continued with the manga up until then, up until it ended. If you live in the UK and you do see these in HMV, then I do highly recommend picking them up. They are quite expensive, is the clincher, because not only are they Blu-ray, but it's obviously a very rare, sort of kind of underground anime. So they are like £35, I believe, if I remember, £35 each. So that was a good 60-70 quid right out my pocket. And in fact, these were the last 2 in stock in that building on that day, at that time. But it's just, I still can't quite believe that this has happened. I wasn't even aware that there was a Blu-ray release for both of these. I don't even know if there's a Blu-ray release for Series 3 and 4 Imagine that! Imagine if Series 3 and 4 are out as well. That would be amazing! I would actually freak out, because I've actually, while I haven't seen Series 2, I've seen bits of Series 3 and 4. And I mean, it's got to be said, this is beautiful! Look at, let me just focus this a bit more. This cover is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, just, I love the colour, I love the composition, like, I love this version of the art style. It's definitely not Series 1, might not be Series 2, let me focus again, might not be Series 2. I don't know who did this art, but it is gorgeous. Job well done. I'll even give the same for Series 2, it's Rika on this one, and it's, again, the composition is great, the colouring, it's fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I do like the descriptions on the back of these as well, where it's, for Series 1, it's not paranoia if they really are trying to kill you. So that's... And then the Series 2 one, what's a little psychotic virus and mass murder between friends? Can you tell how happy I am right now? Can you tell how happy I am? So what does this mean in regards to the Higurashi retrospective? Well, as I stated back in the very first video, I only ever intended to cover the first series, because that's obviously all I had at the time. In fact, the episode that I'm currently working on will be using the footage taken from these. But you know, now that I own Series 2, there is a slight possibility that we might just have to cover Series 2 as well. Because, I mean, if I've got them, then why not? Quite frankly, why not? This does and would radically change everything about the series, because I've said pretty much from the get-go that it would just be the first series, that we're only covering the dub. In fact, I even considered, once we passed episode, like the final arc, Atonement, that I'd actually go to the manga and follow those, because that's what I was more familiar with. And I'm definitely considering doing Series 2 now. I'm not confirming anything. I need to actually find out how to get the footage. I just realised I'm not as in focus as I was before. I need to figure out how to get the footage for Series 2 first before I actually do it, because I know how to copy them off of a DVD. A Blu-ray, not as much. So I'm looking into it at the minute. I'm not confirming anything, but it is going to change certainly the back half of the series. I did want to end with Atonement. I did want to end this series with Atonement, but now it's like, I mean, I don't want to get into it because I want to obviously save it for when I review Atonement, but Atonement for me is a great ending to the series. It's obviously not the ending, but it's a great one, particularly for when I first viewed them at that time, and that was all there was. So, yeah, oh my gosh. I really don't know. I'm so happy. I'm so freaking happy. I was so happy I cried, which is the purpose of the title of this video. I'm still flabbergasted that I own these. It still hasn't quite sunk in. I was lying in bed when I got back, and I just looked up at my shelf, at my stupid little shelf, saw these looking out at me, and I was just like, I still can't quite believe it. I still can't believe it. Yeah, I'm happy for the first time in a very long time, and that's fantastic. And it's all, and once again, it's all because of When They Cry. It's weird how these things come around. It is strange. I do hope they have Series 3 and 4. Series 3 and 4 I would love to watch Series 3 and 4. Fully watch Series 3 and 4. Can't wait to see how life screws me up after this. Thank you all very much for watching. I know this isn't like the usual kind of thing you would expect, but I just had to say this because it's so wonderful. It's so wonderful to just be happy again for a change, and it's oh, thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all when they cry. Yeah, works, I guess.